wondering how you decide which cities you move in or which countries you set up business.
It's a very good question because I'm going to do it the opposite of what they teach you in school. Okay? How I select cities and locations is this. Because I've been told, I have a couple of graduates in my company. You know, I recently even employed an MBA guy, but it's nothing to do with their credentials. It's where they're right. But anyway, generally I was a graduate. Everybody's smart, intelligent, trained like that, right? They say, I want to go to New Zealand tomorrow. I said, fine, you know, we'll study New Zealand, right? So they go there, they study how many population, they'll tell you, right? What is the weather like, how many competitors we have in that neighborhood, what is the traffic flow, pass by there, etc., etc. But you know, firstly ask yourself this, how long does it take for you to compile that data, number one? Okay? And must that data be so formal? Will it make a big difference to you if the data was presented to you and says, there is 1,000 people walking past the shop front? Now, how many of you are familiar with Orchard Road? Everybody's familiar with Orchard Road. Now, you go to Orchard Road, do I need to ask you now, any of you, if I will ask you now, I say, hey, do you think Orchard Road is a great location? You know, let's mention Wisma Atria. When you come up the MRT, now they shut off, but let's say you come on top, say on top there, right? Let's pick a spot in Wisma Atria, or pick a spot in Takashimaya, the first floor, right, where you enter the food court, the area, the atrium there. I say, hey, do you think at this spot, there's got a lot of people going past? I don't know, I need to give a feasibility study for you. That's why a graduate was there. But you don't need to know that, right? You stand down there and instantly you feel the energy. Why do you all like to go to Ministry of Sound or St. James Powerhouse and things like that? Right? And which clubs decide where you go? Is it because you did a feasibility study, so you decide tonight I want to go to Ministry of Sound? No. You find out which night is the most happening. And what's defined by the most happening? The most number of people. And you feel that. You don't study that. Right? So same with location. When you go there, number one, you feel the crowd. If you feel the crowd, you feel the crowd. I don't need to know that it's 111 people and 2 kids that walk past. It's not going to make a difference to me. I felt the number of people that walk past the shop. Second is the happening. Now, it could be a lot of people walking past, but you don't feel the vibe, you don't feel the happening, you don't feel the energy. Maybe not a good location. It's possible, right? I don't know what scenario that could be. Maybe it could be like a library. I don't know, right? National Library, you go there, then a lot of people walk past, but you don't feel the maybe, I know a lot of people don't know, I'm just kidding. But, right? So you gotta feel that vibe, right? You gotta feel what business you want to do also, right? You gotta feel that these customers are probably that kind of customers that's going to match my business. So firstly, you do that, right? Now, when you stand there and you feel, you're still doing the same things. You're still gathering a sense of how many people walk past, what kind of people walk past. So you don't need, somebody can't tell you 28.9% students, 72% working adults and things like that. You know, these things don't really matter to you, at least when you got 1 or 2 stores. Maybe when you have 500 stores and you're doing a 1% shift in your sales and marketing, that could matter, maybe. But when you're starting a first business, that's not important. You really want to feel. So, I would say that how we select stores and cities to go is all the same. Wherever I choose to open a new business, I got to feel that that place is right. Okay, and you use your head to feel together with your heart. It's not just your heart, you know. Together you have this combination and it works for you. And at the same time as your heart is feeling the energy, your head is processing how many people, what kind of people, what's the rent here, daytime, lunchtime. You come at lunchtime, you come at dinner time, you come at weekends, and you observe the difference, you observe the neighbors, and you study the competition. Competition is easy, you don't need an